Hello, hello. Let's talk about brows. What is the condition of your brows? Did they stop growing in certain spaces? Did you pluck too much? Are they becoming sparse and maybe gray? Or they are not shaped the way you want them to be shaped? Guess what? Brows are the most important feature of our face. They can make us look older. They can make us look angry. They can make the face look droopy, actually. So I come to you with my naked brows, and they need some help, big time. So these are my tools. I am going to be using our brow brush. All right. It has an angle brush in here, and it has the brow side, the brow spool. All right. And then we have the smudge brush where I'm going to be blending and using one of our 5 shades of brow liners. They are amazing. They are actually as if like you are drawing hair. So they don't look harsh. They don't look like you painted your brows. They look very natural. And you're going to see that I'm going to do magic right now. Don't we love to do magic? And then, of course, the translucent powder. Cannot achieve a natural look without the translucent powder. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it one with explanation, and then I'm going to go over the steps quickly when I'm doing the other brow. Not sure which one I'm going to start with first, but I'm going to use this and brush them, wake them up, and going. So I'm going opposite, and then I'm going up, and you could see where my brows started not growing here. I'm missing some here. So how do we know where the brow should begin and ends? If you are going like this from the corner of my nose, that's where my brow should start. And then if I'm going from the end of my bottom of my nose to passing the iris, that's where the arch should be. And then from here to the end of my eye, that's where it should end. So if you remember when you were little child and you connected the dots, I'm going to connect the dots. And it's so important that I would look surprised. So why? So I could give my eye a lift, because that is going to make it's going to give a lift to my eyes, and it's going to make my face look younger. All right. So I'm going to look surprised. I'm going to do the dot where it's supposed to, right in here. I'm going to go where the arch should be, inside the hair, right? And then right in here, my brows actually end where they're supposed to. But if you are missing that part, you want to complete where the dot is, or you got a beautiful painting and they got cheap with the framing and they left a piece of the framing or the painting not framed. So we are going to frame the eye. So I am going to start from here, and my goal is to go from here to here with long feathery strokes, not harsh, you know, just soft, long feathery strokes from this dot to this dot. I'm not starting from here. I'm starting from here. So I'm going to lean here, and my pinky is going to lean in here to have a steady hand. I'm looking surprised to give a lift. All right. We have 5 shades. We have blonde, dark blonde, brunette, dark brunette, and black brown. All right. You will ask, well, what shade are you using, Magda? Guess what? I always recommend that you want to use a shade that is your hair color, or better, lighter, because you don't want the brows to look harsh. So I'm going from here, creating the line. And actually, it's best when you just wash your face. You have no makeup on. All right. So I have makeup on and I'm going, creating that base. All right. Now I'm going to go above here and I'm going to create another line right in here. You could see now, and I'm going where the arch should be. And I am accentuating the arch. You see that? Okay. My hand is trained well that I can go from here to end of my brow. But till you get trained, I highly recommend that you start from here up to the arch. Or if you go like this, all of a sudden you made your face look going down. Down is old, up is young. So I'm going to give myself a lift. So I'm going from the end of the brow and I'm going inside the hair. As I said, those Mary Kay Precision brow liner are amazing. They're retractable, okay? And it literally looks like, if you watch any of my videos, hopefully they don't look painted. You could see, right? So I'm going like that. Okay, you see, it's already, this is not good shape. You see how it gave me a lift? Now I need to go in here and I'm looking surprised. This is where my brow should start. So I have a little dash here, the base, and lightly I am going up. And just mimicking the hair where it stops growing, right? Of course, if my skin is, I'm looking at the mirror, not at you, because I will have better visual for myself, right? And what I love about it is not permanent. It is not tattooed. You know, you have to understand when you get your brows tattooed, the face shifts regardless. The face shifts as we mature, but your brows stay where they are and they don't look right. And they look blue. Nobody has bluish gray brows. So, and you cannot correct it. You cannot erase it. But this, oh my gosh, it's not permanent, right? Okay. You see it's coming alive. Of course, I'm explaining. It should not take that long. See the difference? Not good. Now it shapes and it gives me a lift. All right. What am I going to do next is I'm going to go with the smudge brush. There is part 2 that I'm going to do next week. So stay tuned. And I'm going to go and soften, erase the translucent powder. What it does, it softens the colors, erase the mistakes. And if I feel like, oh, it's a little bit sparse in here, guess what? I could go and do fill in. So in case I forgot to tell you, maybe I did already, I am using brunette. Because when I use dark brunette and my hair is dark and my features are dark, it's too harsh, in my opinion. All right. So I'm going to do it now, go over the steps one more time, but I'm going to, without talking, I'm going to start creating. I'm going to wake them up, here, and tame them. All right. I'm doing my dot in here, right in here, right in here. I'm starting from here. I'm not going here because I'm going with the dark here. I want the middle of the face. to be softer, but where the arches and how the brows shape, I want to have the intensity there. All right, so I'm going under. You could see I'm looking surprised. I'm not going all the way. I'm only stopping right where the arch. I'm going to go above and create as if like I'm framing the brows right in here. And then I could fill inside. You could see now it gives it fullness. My goodness. What decade that we started plucking too thin, that the thin brows were in? Was that the 90s? I think. All right, you could see that. You could make them as thick as you want. Thick brows are in, but maybe that's for the, people who are in their 20s or 30s. I think as we mature, we need to have it softer. All right, now I'm going to fill in here. I'm doing the slanted dash here and filling in. You see it? Okay. And you could make it square here or you could round it. That's totally personal preference. And then you can clean it up with a Q-tip, with translucent powder, or the smudge brush. We don't want the hook for sure. We don't want the hook like that. Okay. I love those brow pencils. They look amazing. As I said, when you do it on a clean face, they don't glide. It's just staying put. Where I am applying and I have a better, how do I look? You could go and see how I came to the screen with sort of okay brows, right? Not having any kind of shape. And now we shape them. All right, we do what? We go like this and brush them, soften them. Stay tuned for part B or part 2 of the brows. Now we have wow brows. What do you think? They look good? All right, this is Magda Brady with wowing you with your beautiful brows. Virtual kiss.